don't like using my hands. No, no ma'am. If you're new here, hi, my name is Megan. You may have seen this on TikTok, but I created a couple videos. It's not my favorite style of content, but it was lists of MAC product you would look for if you were looking for makeup in a certain category. I decided to do a tutorial of one of the lists. This list is really for a makeup user, someone who's interested in MAC product and doesn't know where to start, who's looking for really natural looking makeup. But what it really is MAC's most undetectable and underrated makeup formulas for those users. If you want to learn a little bit more about what I picked out, please keep on watching. Regardless of what foundation is, regardless of what your skill level is, your skin prep matters more. So yes, we're going to be working with face and body. So we have to ask ourselves, what does face and body do? So face and body is a water-based, humidity resistant, sweat-proof formula that's incredibly sheer. It will look like nothing on the skin in the best way. I have the older bottles. Honestly, the new one, it does feel a little bit more watery, but the result on the face is it's the same. So knowing this formula, if your skin is going to do something different to this, that's where your skincare or primer would come into play. I'm going to do my regular skin prep. That is just going to allow my skin to be normal. So I'm saying yes to what the foundation finish is. If I wanted to alter it, if I wanted to make it extra shiny, extra dewy, I might go in with the Silky Radiance primer. If I wanted to make it more matte, I'll go in with a mattifying primer. I'm gonna do Serumizer because duh. Also, I'm bored of my short nails. The design choices are so little. So I think mine in 2 weeks, I'm gonna put them back on. But I want like a cute, like square, short square, I don't know. So now that my skin is just balanced, because my skin is naturally normal, so I don't need to do a ton to it. We're gonna go with face and body. I'm mixing 2 shades because I'm really a C2. C3 would be like my dark base color, but because I'm not doing makeup like Miss Megan, I'm gonna mix the 2. Friction activated, meaning if I just go like this and leave it, it feels weird. When you rub it in, it starts to get tacky right there. And that's where you know that the foundation part of it is like starting. So if you were like a one and done and you didn't really want to build coverage, you can totally go in with your hands. But if you don't rub it in with friction, like meaning if you don't go that extra step, you just kind of go like this and leave it really watery. You have to go until it starts to feel tacky, and that's when you stop. So if you don't know that, you're gonna be like, this is the dumbest foundation in the world. So you can see here, I have a little pimps. It still shows through. There's nothing I can do about that in terms of dealing with the foundation. I don't like using my hands. So this just makes me look even. If you wanted to build the coverage, I find starting to make it will never get tacky if I just leave it like this. So I'm gonna keep working it in, and then I'll pick some of it up. And I can build like the smallest amount of coverage just throughout the center. I love face and body. This was like an original love of my life. User friendly, you're gonna be fine. Don't panic, and then don't expect more than this. If you have freckles, you'll see them. If you have imperfections, you'll see them. I'm gonna show you something else. If you take a darker shade, this is C7 for me. I'm gonna work it into a 187, and I'm gonna bronze with it. This can go one of 2 ways. Some people find this easier than powder product or cream product. Some people find this a scary step, but at least you can try. I have to do my nose and my chin. Next would be Glow Play, because it's finger friendly, and it also, I don't think I would wear this color without my full, you know what? We're just gonna go with it without my full look. It's a cross between a cream and powder. I have a video on blush formula and foundation formula, so you can see if it really is the one for you. I need True Harmony as well. And it also works with a brush too. I'm gonna do True Harmony with the brush to make this look like something I would like at the same time. And these have radiance and blurring properties to it. So it's just gonna help make the skin look smooth. Love it, lock it in. I need to refill this. I really like the new pump. This you can spray, like I said, at any point during your makeup routine. This is gonna take away texture on the skin. It's gonna help those layers sit closer to each other. It's not gonna seal for longevity, but glycerin binds things together, the paper mache of the makeup world, okay? And it'll make you glowy too. Smoothwear concealer, I'm gonna use 2 different shades. I'm gonna use one for color correction. So this is NW34, I think I grabbed. So wherever I see darkness, I don't like this, but I'm gonna do it. The reason I don't like the finger is I feel like it takes away some of the product that I actually want in this area. And it just doesn't, when you picture like imagine that friction activated thing that I just mentioned, where you're pushing it in until it works into the skin. Your fingertip is still skin. So there is a degree where it's like working in the finger and sets where you can't move it in the same way a brush would move your product around. No way that I'm not doing it with this one. This is NC 30. So this is where I'm gonna go in where I want coverage, and I don't really actually care about that one because the blush is there. This is a self-setting concealer, meaning you don't have to put powder on top of it in order for it to last. With concealers like this, most concealers in general, if you put it on, and I see this a lot, where you kind of dust it away into nothing, you're like, this concealer sucks. Wrong, you did that. When you let your concealer sit for a moment and then you just use tiny little tapping motions, that's where you can actually build up coverage. And I've mentioned, yeah, like you can see it's a little bit brighter in this area. I like to see the texture of makeup. That's not a bad thing. If you want blurred looking skin, that means you want to see the blurred finish of the foundation. If you want to see skin, then you want to see your skin and less makeup. So anyways, this can go anywhere. I use a powder brush because I just like the control more. Yeah, it's just got that little extra pop in there. I'm a big concealer person, so I'm taking it everywhere. You obviously don't need to do this, but you need to know what you do want your concealer to do for you. Is it color correcting? Is it highlighting and brightening? Is it contouring? Is it just your skin tone? And I personally don't like to put anything on my eyelids because it makes me, I'll show you. It takes away the natural element of the darkness on my eyelid. So when I do this, this looks too oddly perfected, where now I feel on this side, I'm like, oh, like I need to go in with more stuff now. Like I need to go in with mascara and like eyeshadow and things like that. I don't like how this looks. I like how this looks because that's natural darkness. I'm taking it off. If anything, I'll play into that darkness more than anything else. Love it, lock it in. I don't own Mineralized Skin Finish Natural as like a face powder because I do so much to get that radiance in my skin with like liquids and things that wouldn't be my go-to for powder. But I do have Mineralized Skin Finish, this shiny one, Global Glow. This is my bronzer topper. So this would be almost like we're setting C7 face and body that I used as bronzer. And then I can take this over my eyes with the same big fluffy brush. I'm gonna let the skin sit a little bit longer. Paint Pot, this is in Groundwork. I'm wearing cream shadow. Did want an eyeshadow. Groundwork is my favorite color because it's like taupey. So this will set on its own too, so it doesn't need powder over top of it. Then depending on what shade you get, some are nice on the cheek too, like Art Fair Peachy. I'm gonna curl my lashes. And then keep in mind too, this is just a guide. The reason I'm saying this is MAC's most underrated formulas is because they're formulas that are the most undetectable on the skin in terms of like looking like makeup. Extended Play Mascara. It's just a pretty mascara, just defining, not clumpy. A tubing mascara, so it removes with warm water. Extended Play is a girl's girl. And I find for me, like I have such crap lashes. I feel like I should stop saying that, but I have long, luscious lashes. The formula is really lightweight, so it doesn't weigh them down. And it is the vibe for lower lashes. So sometimes I don't like bottom mascara. Like I think I like this more because it's a little bit more open, where this becomes a little bit more makeup-like. That's something to consider. Yeah, no bottom mascara for me. Not in this scenario, but it's fine. We're gonna leave it. I'm gonna use C2. Keep in mind that concealer was self-setting. I set the C7 bronzer with the Mineralized Skin Finish. The eyeshadow, the Paint Pot was self-setting, and the Fix Plus binds everything together. So technically, you don't have to do anything after this. You could just finish with Stay Over. I have to set under my eye just because I have fine lines there that I've had my entire life. So more under my eye is better than less, because then the makeup is sitting against itself as opposed to trying to work into my skin. So I will go in with Studio Fix powder, and I just love how that looks. I'm just helping the concealer along, clean up. I did not mention this in the video, but I'm gonna throw in some of the Pro Locked Brow Gel. Get every side coated and let it dry. Start to dry at least. Back comb them. And then start to guide them. And this will do like very more groomed, fluffy brow. Oh, this one's older. For lip, I said Luster Glass because it's the closest in texture to lip gloss. So it technically would have the softest look. And if you're newer to makeup, it's generally what would feel the most comfortable. And if you're newer to lip liner, do the lipstick first and then go in with your lip liner after, because your eye will guide you in fixing a line versus creating a line. This is WHIRL. Cannot put stone on. Stone for definition. Don't look at me making this more complicated. I love it. I love it. Oh my God, I love this lip. That's it. That's MAC's most undetectable makeup formulas for somebody who's new to makeup, new to MAC product, or for somebody that wants the most optimal formulas for most lightweight feel while still getting like performance out of them, and then also looking as undetectable as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Keep in mind, even if you don't like MAC, you don't wear MAC, number one, I do not care. And number two, listen to the descriptive words that I use or the reasoning behind picking the product. And you can apply that knowledge to the brands that you like or the product that you already have at home. Let me know if you already use these products, if you're curious about them. Remember, you can go places and touch products. Stop blindly buying things online. You still need to, makeup needs to be touched and felt and experienced. So if you have the ability to see products like this in real life, please go do it before buying online. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a post. If you want to see another style of video like that, please let me know as well. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, all under the same name at Miss Megan Robinson. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.